ever like watching your favorite black show of the 90s or the early 2000s? You're getting real close to the end. I mean, the last season. That season where you thought there would be another season, but it's a cliffhanger. I was just surfing through Netflix, watching all my favorite black shows, and talking Sister, A Different World, Living Single. All those shows have multiple things in common, but they ultimately all have one big thing in common, and it's not that it's a predominantly black cast. I'm talking about getting canceled. Not by Twitter, not by the masses, just getting canceled off the air. Let's hang this up, folks. Yep. You know what the same excuse is that they always use? Ratings.
Yeah. The ratings wasn't too good. It's the ratings.
While the cast is singing a different tune. We most definitely thought we were going for another season. That's why we left on a cliffhanger.
No! Watching television shows doesn't create psycho killers. Canceling TV shows does. The Wayans Brothers was a good show, man. It was a good ass show, and we didn't even get a final episode.
Or some controversy happens. A cast member leaves. A significant cast member leaves. And now the whole thing is pointless. Yep, forget the whole plot of the first 3 seasons. Let's just bring it on back and make up a whole new storyline. Like, just at that point, cancel the show. And it always has to do with the network. It always has to do with something that the studio decided upon, or maybe they thought another show was better that was the exact same show. There's so many examples of these studios or executives deciding on terrible ideas, and it's just ridiculous. Y'all remember Boy Meets World?
When this boy meets world.
It's okay if you don't. There's 2 characters, an interracial couple on the show, starting in season 5, I think. I could be wrong. Sean and Angela. Oh, how I love them as a couple. Seriously. Let me not get deep into it. That's a topic for another video. But Sean and Angela, for example, the writers decided to say that they were supposed to be an example of a toxic relationship and what a relationship shouldn't be, and decided to give them a bad ending, which makes no sense. It's actually really terrible. But we'll talk about that another time. What was I doing again? I kind of went off on a tangent. Oh yeah, listing examples of how studios fucked up. You guys remember Girlfriends? My girlfriend. That was my show. I'm not gonna go off. I'm so angry at how they ended it. How could you end it like that? I'm not gonna go off. I'm so angry. I won't. I refuse. So Girlfriends, a super popular show in the early 2000s, which ended abruptly after its 8th season. The reason? Ratings. Girlfriends is very complicated. So it was canceled not just for ratings. It wasn't even ratings. There was a blog I stumbled upon written about it and why it canceled. It was honestly due to CW not wanting to give any more money, really. It was too quote unquote expensive to produce, which the show made them millions of dollars along with other shows. So how is it too expensive to produce a finale? That's all that was needed for the show. It was the last season. all they needed was a finale, and you're telling me it was too expensive to produce. Studio execs basically wanted the cast to come in and go over their favorite episodes and favorite moments from the show as sort of like a closer and a finale. Yeah, obviously that never happened. Quite frankly, I'm not even surprised, given the fact that they were trying to pay the actors half their original salary, on top of the fact they didn't pay them for the 9 episodes that they missed. Can you really blame them for turning that down? So ultimately, fans were upset. No one ever got a conclusion. And eventually the case of Girlfriends, whether it'll come back or not, unfortunately went cold. Okay. So Joan couldn't get a wedding, you know? She couldn't at least walk down the aisle. See, we got the engagement, but we didn't get a wedding. We didn't get Joan being married. Like, we got Joan alone for the entire last season because her man was deployed to fucking war, which makes no sense because why would he be deployed? This man is how old? Like, what? Like, come on now. You not have any health conditions. You can't just say, oh, you know, like, nigga, you old. Like, it made no sense. It really made me angry, and I'm sorry. I just don't like cliffhangers. Why you think I ain't finished Moesha? I refuse to finish Moesha. I know what happens at the end because I was left at that cliffhanger years ago. I'm not watching Moesha again. I rewatched it recently when they released it on Netflix.
Yo, it's Dorian. Yo, Mo, pick up. Hey, pick up right now. Thank God y'all here. Dorian, where's Daddy? We have something we need to talk to him about.
Yeah, look, something very, very important.
No, look, I need y'all help right now. I'm in really big trouble. Dorian, what have you done now? Miles has been kidnapped.
I'm not finishing it. I refuse. I know what happens at the end. Nothing. Why? Because it was canceled. Due to what? Ratings again. Even though, not gonna lie, Moesha was kind of when I rewatched it. So, like, you know. But there's a show that has no excuse to not have any ratings, and that is Living Single. That is my all-time favorite show. I love the show. It's something I can connect to. Something that so many people connect to because we don't see ourselves often on the television unless it's just we're thrown in there as a background character. Living Single hosted Queen Latifah, Kim Coles, and Kim Fields, Erica Alexander, T.C. Carson, and John Hinton. Ciao! That was a banging combination. I don't know who crafted the cast, but that show was incredible. They were all such powerful figures in the show as well. This one's a lawyer. This one has her own magazine company.
You remember Khadijah?
Of course. From college editor to independent publisher.
That's right. Good to see you, Miss Shaw. And Sinclair.
Assistant / aspiring actress.
And Regine.
Former buyer, current costumer.
And Overton.
Handyman and 3-point shot maker.
Booyah. Hey, Ma.
Oh.
I'm Kyle.
How do you do?
The stockbroker?
Oh, good for you.
Wait, you haven't heard of me, Kyle Barker?
You certainly seem very proud of yourself.
They went through their day-to-day lives, going through the ins and outs of relationships and struggles, all of that stuff. All of it. And then, who came along and said, hey, we like that idea. Let's put some white people in it. Like, are you serious? They literally made the exact same show with an entire white cast. You know who you know who. You know, pals, buddies. You know them. Their names is everywhere. I'm not gonna put it in this video. I refuse. Let me spit game. Let me spit game. I like pals. I loved it. Buddies was incredible.
Hey? But it's Janice. I mean, she's Janice. How drunk were you?
Okay, Janice and I have a lot in common. We've both been divorced. We both have kids.
So are you actually gonna see her again?
Phoebe, don't put ideas in his head.
I am gonna see her again.
Damn it, Phoebe!
It was like, it was well done. I liked the show. It gave a laugh.
Okay, I gotta go to work. And Rachel, great to have you back. Phoebes!
It went on for an entire 10 seasons. It went on for 10 seasons. Living Single stopped at 5. One of the main characters, who was incredible, T.C. Carson, was fired from the show for speaking out for not getting enough promo.
If you think I have that much power, then I need to have a different job. I need to have a different job. And I don't think they like that.
Was the issue consistent? What we
No, there were a lot of different issues. You know, sometimes it was script, sometimes it was the way we were being treated. It was just various things that happened through the course of the seasons.
Yeah.
You know, and when we had issues, we talked to them about it. I think part of it is even now, if you're African American, you shut your mouth and do the job.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions. Be happy that you got a job. And my whole time on Living Single, I was happy I had a job, but I understood the importance of the job I had. I understood the importance of what these characters meant to my community.
When I joined this firm about 3 years ago, I believed it to be a place where a person advanced because of his or her ability. But I've come to realize that this firm values the superficial over the substantial. But I cannot violate my personal integrity. My hair is not just for fashion. It's part of my heritage. It is a statement of pride. A statement, by the way, which could show our clients that this firm is not only progressive when investing its money, but also progressive when investing in its people. So, gentlemen, whether you decide to promote me or not, I will not change my hair.
And so when I come to you with a problem, it's because of that, not because of ego. And they looked at it as ego. So that season I was at home watching the final, and I asked them, because they sent me off in the episode, they were sending me off to London. And I said, so you getting ready to fire me? I just need to know so I can line up my stuff and so I can be prepared. They're like, no, we never break up the group. No, we wouldn't do that. Watching the episode goes off. Not 2 minutes later, my phone rings. And it's my lawyer telling me that they're not going to bring me back next year. And it wasn't that I got fired, it was the way it was done. Well, we were getting less than. We were getting less than all the way around. And then they created Friends and gave them everything. And both shows were Warner Brothers shows on Warner Brothers lots.
Yeah.
You know, so to watch that, to be on our lot and to watch that was really kind of a slap in the face.
They were marketing the hell out of Pals. I mean, the hell. You see how there's hoodies, shirts. It's everywhere, okay? Pals is everywhere, okay? Pals is everywhere. It's fucking scary. No, but damn. One of the cast members speak out like, listen, we're not getting enough promo. How you expect us to get the ratings? You created the same show as us with an obvious all-white cast and decided to not give us the credit or promo. That's kind of fucked up. No. That's not kind. That's highly fucked up. I mean, absolutely messed up. I'm really passionate right now. Pals got to get a full 10 seasons. I mean the works. You got to see marriages more than once. You got to see babies being born. Everyone's lives changed on Pals. Ah, man. Living single, you got a new character. And then you got the show being canceled after 5 seasons. You got to see a couple get married, but you didn't get to see the show at its absolute best. You didn't get to see the show evolve, you know, and it just fucking sucks because it's one of many that deal with that same issue. And it's sad that it became normal. The tremendous amounts of popular black shows that just went off the air, got no ending, or just had a cop-out ending where, you know, oh, everybody, we're moving off to Africa. We're moving off somewhere that ain't this show. Let me look at the house, turn the lights off, and everybody clap. That's it. Woo! Sometimes you don't even get that. Sometimes you don't even get a shut off of the lights or closure. Just a little bit of closure. Nope, we get Miles kidnapped and we don't know where he at till this day. We got Joan crying. Will she or will she not get married? We got Jay. We don't even know if she actually pregnant or not. It was a to be continued on My Wife and Kids. Nah, how did My Wife and Kids actually end? Let me see.
Hey, you all set?
Yeah.
Look, baby, I've been thinking about this, okay? And I want you to cancel the whole thing. I don't want you to go into the hospital and have to go through all that trauma. It'd be much easier for me just to go ahead and get the vasectomy. To hell with Hallie.
It doesn't matter anymore, Michael.
Why not?
Because I'm pregnant.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So My Wife and Kids ended. Why does this have me dead? Why is this funny? Okay, so My Wife and Kids ended. It ends with Jay finding out she pregnant and Michael just looking shocked. And that's it. That's literally it. Like, there's nothing else after that. There's no... I literally saw that conclusion on Nick at Night and I thought, why won't they show season 6? What happens? You know, they just keep going back to the beginning of the show. You remember that when they would show the last season, the last episode, then go back to the first season, first episode? I don't know. Do y'all remember that or am I tripping? Anyway, so why do we never get a conclusion? And it's the same reason after reason after reason. Why? Let me list out the amount of shows that was canceled or ended without a finale or a good ending at all. Living Single, A Different World, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Martin, My Wife and Kids, The Bernie Mac Show, Moesha, The Parkers, The Wayans Bros, Girlfriends, All of Us, Half and Half, 101, and that's just to name a few. I'm just saying, that's a lot. And for it to just be a coincidence, and always blaming it on ratings. There's no other reason that these countless amounts of black television shows have been canceled or switched around in some terrible way. I want to know why. Like, why cancel or ruin a good thing? Better yet, why are these big studios canceling and polluting series that people grow to love and connect with? Not to mention have blatant disregard for its cast members and for its viewers. For years in the media, we've been fighting for inclusion, fighting for representation. And it's just sad that anytime that there is representation, it's very unpleasing, highly offensive, or if it's displaying something that's so positive, it's canceled. And that's sad as hell. Like, every single show, it sucks. Like, can you imagine never getting the ending to any story that you're so invested in until later on in life they decide to maybe reboot it and it comes out to be a terrible reboot? Who wants that? I'm just tired. It fucking sucks. Okay? Why ruin a good thing? They literally made an exact replica of an all-black show, an all-black cast. They made an exact replica of the show and marketed it, put it out there, and treated the black show like shit till it had to go off the air. Are you kidding me? That's terrible. And that's all we got? That's all we get. History has shown black artists, like singers, blues singers, all these artists that got their art stolen, whether it's singing, writing, dancing, and replicated by white artists or white producers who put a white artist behind their work and decided, hey, this looks better with us. So the fact that a show was able to be stolen in plain sight, a very popular show might I add, and then shut down while its white counterpart was able to prevail for 5 more seasons past it, you can see why I'm frustrated, right? Like, you can see why anyone would be frustrated. Now imagine that happening to all the shows that you watch. I mean, imagine every single show has no ending that you watch. You see why I would be frustrated, right? You see why anyone who likes these shows would be frustrated, right? There has not been any uproars, outrage, outcries. Because it's TV, people. It's television. It's black entertainment. Why should that matter? Come on now. It's sad that I can't really get answers or resolutions to these questions. I just wanted to bring this up to you guys and see how you guys felt about it. Have you guys thought about this? Did it ever bother you? Like, were you ever personally affected by this? That you never got an ending to any of your favorite 90s or early 2000 shows? Or a show in general, really? Let me know in the comments below. Like, honestly, like, for real. I was just flipping through and I was just like, dang. I just have to keep moving on. That's it. Immerse into something else. 101. That was my show. And even that, like, dang. I ain't getting no ending. None. None. Anyways, thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you learned anything from this rant I just had, I'm glad I was able to teach you something. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to boot that like button, no pressure, and boot the subscribe button. You'll get free, unlimited access to our universe. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Declining ratings. ABC officials, according to the Futon critic, the Futon critic.